The hallway of Crestwood High echoed with the usual morning chaos, lockers slamming, sneakers squeaking, gossip rising like static, but everything seemed to pause for a split second when Maya stepped inside for the first time, her dark hair tied back, her backpack worn from travel, her eyes calm in a way that only people who have seen real storms learn to perfect. She walked quietly, observing everything, not out of fear but instinct, a habit drilled into her from years of disciplined training on dojo mats all over the world. She moved with a softness that made her nearly invisible, but it was exactly that softness that caught the attention of Ethan Cole, the self-appointed king of the hallway, a bully with a smile that fooled teachers and fists that controlled everyone else. His friends nudged him with their elbows when they saw Maya, whispering how the new girl looks like an easy one, and Ethan, eager for his daily dose of dominance, stepped right into her path with a smirk that promised trouble. Maya simply angled her shoulder and moved to walk around him, but Ethan's pride was too fragile to let anyone, especially a small, quiet girl, ignore him. With a sudden shove, he knocked her books from her hands, sending them scattering across the floor as laughter erupted from his entourage. Maya crouched down, calmly gathering her things, not angered, not flustered, only disappointed at how predictable people like Ethan were. Her silence only fueled him more. "Hey, new girl," he barked, stepping closer, "I'm talking to you." She didn't look up, and that made him snap. With a sharp and reckless kick, he struck her backpack, trying to knock her forward, trying to make her fall, until the world shifted in a way Ethan never expected. Maya didn't stumble. She didn't flinch. She simply planted her foot, grounded her weight, and in one smooth, impossibly fast motion that no one actually saw clearly, she turned her body in a tight pivot that redirected his force like water bending around stone. Ethan flew off balance, slammed into a locker, and the entire hallway froze. Even Maya's movement froze, because she had stopped herself mid-counter, refusing to strike further, resisting the muscle memory of 1,000 sparring sessions, holding back the reflexes of someone who had fought on mats in Tokyo, Seoul, Rio, and Dubai. Ethan scrambled up, red-faced, furious, confused, too embarrassed to back down now. "What the hell was that?" he spat, but there was fear in his voice, the kind that cracks when ego realizes reality has shifted. Maya finally lifted her eyes, calm but sharp enough to make him swallow hard. She didn't boast. She didn't threaten. She simply said, "Don't kick people." That was it, soft, simple, undeniable. But her self-control only fueled Ethan's humiliation. He lunged again, this time grabbing her wrist like he actually believed she was helpless. And in that split second, Maya sighed, not in fear, but in disappointment, before she twisted her wrist, slid behind him, and performed a clean, controlled shoulder lock that pinned him without causing pain, demonstrating mastery instead of violence. Gasps exploded through the hallway. Phones shot up instantly. Students murmured in disbelief. "Who is she? How did she do that?" Bro got folded like laundry. Ethan's friends backed away, their bravado shattered. A teacher rushed forward, stunned to see the school tyrant immobilized by the quiet new girl. Maya released him immediately, stepping back with the same calm energy she entered with. She didn't explain that she was a 3-time world champion in Shotokan karate, that she had trained since childhood, that her name was known in martial arts circuits across continents. She didn't need to. Her composure said everything. Ethan, clutching his arm, didn't need her eyes again. Later that day, whispers spread through the school like wildfire, videos circulating, captions reading "New girl is a beast," and Ethan finally got humbled. But Maya didn't care for attention. She sat alone at lunch, eating quietly, wishing she could just blend in. Then a group of students approached, some shy, some nervous, some simply amazed. One girl, glasses slipping down her nose, said, "Everyone's been scared of Ethan for years. You stood up to him without even trying." Maya smiled gently. "I didn't stand up to him," she said. "I just stopped him from hurting someone." That simple line made half the table admire her instantly. But at the edge of the cafeteria, Ethan glared silently, knowing he couldn't regain his throne. That afternoon, as Maya walked home, a wave of students ran up to her, phones out, begging her to tell her story, to share her training, to make a video showing what she did. She laughed shyly, shaking her head. "Maybe one day," she said, the warm sun catching the quiet power in her expression. "But if I ever do, you'll have to subscribe to see it." And the group erupted in cheers, already convinced she was someone worth following. Because heroes don't need capes, or volume, or vengeance, sometimes all it takes is calm strength, silent confidence, and the courage to do what no one else could. And deep down, even Maya knew her story was just beginning.